Hey everyone, it's Nicholas with the Backyard TARDIS here, and gonna do a reaction. You all know that I love Sonic and I love side scrollers, and there's apparently a new Sonic game that's been announced today. I have been seeing the thumbnail on YouTube from every creator all over Twitter, been ignoring it all day long because I wanted to do a reaction to it, but I'm gonna go out right off the bat here and say that based on that thumbnail, I'm a little worried that I'm going to be a little Sega salty. Because I have this feeling that Sega once again is listening to the fans without listening to the fans. Lately, us classic Sonic fans we've been living at large, but we're still frustrated. Sonic Mania was everything we wanted. And we've been saying we want more of it. And we thought Sonic Origins, well, it was going to be a redo of the originals. It was going to be, well, it wasn't perfect. But now they're releasing Sonic Origins Plus. That's going to fix all that. Playable Amy, Knuckles in every one of the games. So really kind of fixing some of the issues that we had with that game. Hopefully patching the other problems, making us classic fans happy, but we really want a Mania 2. We want more in that style. I've also seen some want to see for like Sonic 2D to do like kind of the watercolor thing. The one thing that we don't want to do that was it was unique and cool back in 2011 when they did Sonic Generations, was doing the classic Sonic in the 3D model, but doing the classic and doing the 2.5D. That was really good. We really loved that. It was that, and it wasn't perfect, but it was great. And we were very frustrated that they only did so few levels. But part of the nostalgia of that was seeing all the classic levels done in regular 3D into the boost level, and then seeing all like our favorite Dreamcast title levels and stuff like that done in classic Sonic. So it wasn't more than just, it was kind of like the mishmash and the celebration of all that. However, they seem to get some of the wrong messages from that because, like Origins, they just slapped that out. Said, oh, the Mania fans will eat this up. No, we didn't. Then they, when they did Forces, they added classic Sonic because they were just trying to capture the big fame of Sonic Generations. But one, he didn't make sense really why he was in the story. He didn't really do much for the story. And his play felt worse and the level design was awful. And I think fans are just kind of, now that we have Mania, we don't want to go back. We want that pixel perfect 2D Sonic, or we want something new. But the 2.5D stuff, its flaws are more glaring. When we saw Generations, it was new, it was flashy. And if they'd really capitalized on it then, I think we would have been all excited about it. But we're at a point where we're tired of that. That's what this kind of looks like it's going to be. And if that's what it is, I'm probably going to be salty. That's not what I'm wanting. We don't want Sonic 4, but with a more classic looking classic Sonic. And that's what I'm gonna worried about this. What's also funny is Sonic 4. They named that Sonic 4. We can never have Sonic 5 now. Because if we do that, then we have to officially confirm that was Sonic 4. And if we name something Sonic 4, then that gets confusing and we're retconning a game, and they're not going to do that. So just kind of a weird situation we're in here. But let's go ahead and get into this. Sega. Okay, classic stuff. Oh, in the modern. Ooh, okay, it's very expressive. Classic, modern. give me Sonic. Knack! That's Knack the Weasel. Knack the Weasel. I mean, Fang the Sniper. Ooh, okay, here we go. Oh, I like how the crab looks. Oh, cartoony. Sonic back in a brand new adventure. Ooh. Okay, that's looking new. Grinding and classic. How do I think about that? Okay, yeah. Ooh, that looked like an interesting level. Okay, that's going to be the Green Hill. Your favorite characters, Sonic. Ooh, Tails looking... Knuckles, okay. Amy! Whoa! That's... Okay. 4-player? Is it online or local? Oh, wow. Hey, that's like the dinosaur from Jurassic World. Whoa, I mean, that's kind of like the color powers. New powers was... Hydro Sonic? Whoa, that's trippy. Oh, Sonic 1 special stage. Oh, 4-player? That's gonna be weird. Oh, wow, that's... Okay. Oh, a new take on the Death Egg robot. Kind of little missile wrist in there. New thrills, classic... Wow. Now, oh, we're gonna get to see him in a 3D model. Tease us. Oh, wow. You know, I said that I was gonna be salty, but they did what I said I didn't want, and still managed to pique my interest. That actually, because you know what? The big thing is, they're doing new stuff with it. They're doing new stuff with it. Oh, that is just so good. I mean, like the 4-player co-op, you know, there was a lot of things that bringing Knack into that, playable Amy, and you know, playable Tails and Knuckles too. Like, we haven't seen that in a while outside of Mania get that kind of love for like the other characters and have them playable in a traditional 2D platformer. Really, since the Sonic Advance days in Mania. That's just great. I like that it was so expressive. You know what? We're going to extend this video out. I'm going to watch it at 0.5 speed. So let's do that. Let's pull it up here. We're going to change the speed, 0.5. And we're going to go now. Okay, Sega. Going through Emerald Hill, my favorite, you know, they're, okay, yeah. Now, look at that, he's looking at, oh, yeah. Oh, I like that. I just like how expressive he is. Because that's what a lot of the 2.5D, and Knack the Weasel, Fang the Sniper, like, the fact that he's going to be in a mainline title game, I like the little shrug he does right before he goes. You got the figure 8 going on. That crab just looked beautiful too. Sonic is back in a brand new adventure. And then it's right here, like they kind of show, okay, this is kind of got like some here's, but this is weird. This right here with the bouncing around, like, that's new. Grinding, you know, that's been more of a modern Sonic thing. I'm okay with that as long as they don't do homing attack. This is weird, like the enemy was pixelated there. That level I want to see. Okay, this is jungle level, so we've seen 3 different levels here. You know, we've got like this kind of beach. Play as your favorite characters. And of course, you got Sonic. I like Tails' tail animation, it's perfect. Knuckles there, like the green in his feet. And then Amy, I like that hers isn't the figure 8, that she goes only, this is good. Now this is the big thing, that team up with friends. Just look at this world, how beautiful it is, the rainbow in the back. Look at that. Knuckles climbing, Tails flying. You know, they're doing their different ways. Now Amy, she's just wrecking hammer with that hammer. I love the big enemies in the background too. Like that's just great. pixelizing, that weird thing. You know, they're like jellyfish. This reminds me of the wisps from Sonic Colors, and everybody's like, oh, why can't they just give Sonic power-ups without that? And that's what it looks like we're seeing. We're seeing Sonic finally get the Mario treatment of like just having lots of fun and colorful power-ups. You know, Water Sonic here very much looks like a wisp when he turns into like that, roughing it up. This is trippy. I think this is going to be the true special stage, and this is just going to be like a bonus stage for extra unlockables. Kind of like they did with Blue Spears in Sonic Mania. Another one like that. The enemy just made bigger as a boss. As a kid, that's what I had in my thing game. I like that Sonic and Amy are up against him. This is weird. All the Sonics coming out. That one died. Like, that reminds me of Sonic Frontiers had an attack like that. Sonic Superstars. New thrills, classic fills. And that's why I think this works. Sign up for Amy Rose skin. Okay, so they're going to have skins. So you're going to be able to, you know, DLC like that. But Knack the Weasel here coming in. Well, he's Fang the Sniper now officially, the Japanese title. But they fake us out. But like seeing him finally in a mainline game, not being relegated to the Game Gear, that alone is going to be worth it. This is going to be a great game. I'm very much interested in this. Oh, stop something else from playing there. But yeah, this has got me hyped. And it's coming out this year. In addition to all the Sonic Forces stuff coming out. Or Frontiers, I mean, not Forces. Frontiers. No more Forces coming out. No, they dropped that without any DLC hard. But this is a nice game. And you know, we used to get like the big title. Then we got like whatever the Game Boy was. You know, whether it was the Game Boy Advance, the DS, the 3DS. We got that game. And now that they put like a dumbed down version of something on the Switch, which is basically like the dumbed down Wii versions of Sonic games that end up being the biggest selling version, we've lost the 2D simpler games. I didn't see who was making this. It seemed like it was Sonic Team or Sega directly. It didn't say Dimps or anything on it. But I mean, like, the Sonic Advance, the Sonic Rush games, those, like, gave us that 2D side-scrolling itch, although they were modern Sonic. But they kind of filled the gap there, and I feel like that's what this is. This is what we've been missing. We haven't had a Sonic Rush. And, well, this is going to be on the major consoles. I still feel like Frontiers is, like, their big thing like that. We have this. Now, we have to have the 1/3. That there's usually a third game that is like the racing game or the fighting game or the party game or, you know, whatever, you know, Olympics mini game thing, you know, something like that. Another Sonic racing title would be great. Maybe pulling off the Sonic Team Racing off of the Apple Arcade and making it available on everything, because I saw they've taken some other things off the Apple Arcade by Sega. But just really, you know, I would like to do that. Now, they now have the mobile division too, but I feel like that's something they added. That's something completely separate. But yeah, the expressiveness, that's what's really getting me, is just how expressive he is. Now, some of that could just be the trailer, but they had to animate that, which means that's probably going to be some of his still animations. This is a Sonic that gets hit, and he's going to have a big... And, man, adding Amy. And I can already hear it now. I can hear everybody on, why not Mighty and Ray? Why not this? Okay, when you're doing a 2D game after Mania, I'm kind of like, yeah, why is it Mighty and Ray in Origins? You know, they're already in the engine. But this, they'd have to make complete 3D models. Mighty and Ray are not the biggest characters in the franchise. You know, if they're doing skins and they're willing to do like a modern Amy, I could totally see Sonic getting a Shadow skin or a Metal Sonic skin for somebody, you know. That totally, as well as like a modern Sonic, maybe even a Boom Sonic. Like, they could do all of that as DLC or whatever. Or, you know, this interests me. We saw 3 levels. Now, is Sonic Superstars going to be, even though it's for like consoles and not cell phones, is it going to be kind of like an endless runner? Are we just going to be looping through those levels and have contests and stuff? Or is it going to be a game with a... It looks like it's a game with a story. There's power-ups, but like the co-op is a big part of it. So I got a feeling that it's going to be smaller, but with a lot of replay value with that co-op there. I wonder if with the Switch version, if you'll be able to have 4 Switches and all local play with each other. Because that would be cool if you could each follow your character. Or will it be split screen? Or will it be like Sonic 2 and one character is the leader? Or, you know, playing Mario 3D Land with my daughter. And it's just whoever's in the lead. There is no Tails character. You can be Luigi, run ahead, and Mario gets bubbled to the front. That's an interesting way to do it. But yeah, this is exciting. I am excited for this. I am not salty. Looking forward to this. I am looking forward. I'm going to be pre-ordering this. I'm excited. I'm excited for what they're doing with Origins Plus, fixing a lot of the mistakes. Amy is getting a lot of love this year. I just love that. Boom really made her part of the main cast. You know, it was the main trio. But, you know, it's nice having her there. It's funny, I've got a daughter. She doesn't like pink. So, like, Amy is not her favorite. But as she's getting a little older and we're, like, starting to go through the comics, she's obsessed in every show. Like, are they in love? Are they like, you know, it's the typical girl thing is like, we're watching the New Adventures of Superman and Lois. The Superman and Lois, Lois and Clark, the New Adventures of Superman. Got it out. And like, when are they going to get married? We're watching Family Matters. When is Urkel going to marry Laura? When is it like she's all into the romance aspect? But the moment you ask her about it, she hits me. She's embarrassed by it, but she's like totally into it. And so now she's like, so are Sonic and Amy like she's already like this little 7-year-old shipper. I love it. So I look at that and I go, okay, that's interesting. That's you know, giving her more of that representation of Amy and having that there, she's getting that. While pink isn't her favorite color, it's not her favorite character, she does like Amy simply for that relationship with Sonic. I'm sorry. I know I keep trying to hold back a yawn. It's late. I gotta get to sleep. I've been working all day, been wanting to view this all day, and now I'm just ecstatic and I'm not going to be able to go to bed. So, but what do you guys think? Does it look fun? Especially, I know a number of my viewers aren't Sonic fans or play games of that kind, but did it look colorful and fun to you? That's what I liked. It was colorful. It was, and it wasn't too overly busy. That's been the other problem of a lot of these 2.5Ds, is they make them too busy that Sonic doesn't pop. Because they add too much shading to the depth. So to make everything look 3D in the background, they add a lot of shading, and then Sonic's outline doesn't pop. And he just gets lost in it. No, this was close up on Sonic. He looked a good size compared to the back of the screen. And in that respect, it felt right. Better than Generations. And it looked like a newer, cleaner model, too. I'm happy. Okay, I've been going way too long. So we're going to stop it there. And I'll see you all in the next video.